Hey, thanks very much, Elias. Look who's back. It's Jess and Rich from Empower, and today we're talking core exercises. And I know, Rich, a lot of people come up to you and they go, "Hey, Rich, you know, I'm trying to get some new core exercise. I've been doing this plank. It's too easy, though. Throw something else at me." So, but you say if people are saying it's too easy, they're probably doing it the wrong way.
Yeah,
right?
I'm gonna say straight up, you're likely doing it wrong. People talk all the time like, "Hey, Rich, our planks are so easy. I do like a 5-minute plank or a 15-minute plank." First thing that comes to my mind is, why would you want to stay in a plank for 5? There's nothing fun about that.
No,
it's
not
nothing.
at
It doesn't
all.
make any sense to me.
And if you're doing, I like to think I do it correctly, but if you're doing it correctly, there's no way I would even last 5 minutes. Like that would be a pretty impressive plank, 5 minutes long, right?
Tip my hat to you. That's
there's no
serious,
way. So, what are some of the ways people are cheating then on their plank that makes it easier for them, but it's not actually working properly?
Jess, let's show this right here.
Let's put Jess to work. How are you this morning, Jess?
We'll see.
So watch this. So the first most easiest thing to pick out is if you see in front of his shoulders. So his shoulders are kind of over his elbows.
Okay.
So he's hanging out right there. He's maybe even hanging out like a little bit in his traps, and he's pretty much feeling it like in the front of his shoulders here. So that's a key indicator that he's trying to find some compensation. So there's that fun word there.
And that might happen, right? You might start doing it properly, but as it starts to tire yourself out, you laze up a little bit,
yeah,
right?
Absolutely. Yeah. So one other thing, so Jess, just drop down your chest to the floor. Cool. Well, that's a little bit much here. So like this, you'll see like there's like a divot between the shoulder blades. So that's a good indication he's like sagging. He's just hanging out there. He's not really actively working.
Probably not good for your back either, right?
No, not at all. You saw what he just did there? So just drop down a bit and then come on up. So like pushing up against the ground. And watch this. If I were to back him up a little bit, keep coming, keep going. Keep going. Look at that right there.
You're a better man than I, Jess.
Look at that. And the shake is starting. So you see he's really working. So the cue here is to get either the shoulder directly over the elbow or even the shoulder behind the elbow a bit and actively push kind of like your chest away from the ground.
Also, I see, you see at the gym, some people, the butt starts going up too. That I imagine is another way of sort of relaxing the core muscles a little bit.
Is that just sagging down into it, kind of like just doing one of these? People are like, "Oh, why is my back hurting? What's going on?
This could be the problem.
Yeah, exactly. So really easy cue, what I do a lot of the time is what we've done with you before, is I've literally take my hand like this and I put it against the ribs. I'm saying, just hide your ribs.
Yeah.
Just get those ribs gone, and then that's abs right there.
So we're going to show some different variations right here this morning on some
those
core
are the
work.
foundational cues of hiding those ribs, right? And if you can just like push out or stay nice and tall, then you can get some more abs working. But we can take this into some other variations.
Okay.
So like a dead bug or a dying bug. So actually, let's participate in this together. This is cool.
Yeah, okay. What are we doing here?
So lie on your back, you're going to go head to head.
All right.
And what we're doing here is you're going to hold the band right over your chest, arms are nice and long.
Okay.
So get some tension there, guys. Right, cool. So put the band right in my hand right here.
Okay.
There you go, cool. Can we get that lower back touching the ground?
Yeah.
No.
What do you mean no?
Bend your knees, bend your knees,
Gotcha.
bend your knees. Bend.
Okay.
There, squeeze the ground. Squeeze my hand. Squeeze, come on.
I'm going.
Okay, cool. Now what we're doing, guys, is we're picking those legs up there.
Okay.
Right? And then we're going to lower your legs as far as you can, squeeze my hand. Squeeze my hand. Like, bring that band here. Right, so what we're doing is we're pressing down against the band.
I got too much to think about here, Rich.
Pressing down against the band and keeping that lower back against the ground right here.
It's not easy.
As we go up, yeah, exactly.
So why is it so hard to get the lower back down?
So that lower back, those are your lower abs.
Yeah.
Right? And bringing the band down, that helps bring those ribs down. So we're kind of we're kind of using the same principles of keeping the ribs down and keeping that low back down at the same time. And as Jess is doing, you can see we're doing some active movement.
Oh, look at you, Jess, showing off behind me like that.
Once you've got that low back on the ground here.
Okay.
So this is definitely something that you can do as an activation, as a warm-up, or as part of a circuit of your exercises. So, for example, you do some squats, you do some rows, and then you come to the dead bug and use that as like a complex.
The dead bug. I love the names you come up. Do you come up with these names yourself, Rich?
I do. Yeah. Absolutely. No, I love it.
All right.
I'm not even gonna joke.
What's next? What are we doing here?
So this is an anti-rotation press. So what Jess can do here. Oh, sorry. So what Jess can do is just push out straight in front of him. Right? And what it's doing is pulling him this way. You see that? So it's pulling him
See
that
how
way.
that works?
And then going overhead is also something that's challenging, like I guess you can say his obliques and his side abs, to say it simply.
Jess, like when you're at the gym and you're working out and there's a group of people around you, does it drive you crazy when you start seeing somebody in completely the wrong form? Like, does it take everything in you not to go up to them and go, "Hey, stop it"?
Workouts now require twice as much energy. Half of it the workout, half of it just stopping myself from saying things to these people. You're absolutely right.
But I think that's important, right, Jess? I mean, as a physiotherapist, doing less but doing the exercise better, it's gonna help out so much in the long run, right?
Work smart, not hard.
Right.
I'll tell you what, change of season is a great time for our industry. You've got people who haven't done anything for about the last 9 months who are going to strap on some skis or snowboard this weekend and just go for it. And they'll probably end up on our beds on Monday morning, so telling us they're feeling a little bit sore, and I don't understand why. And you know what? I think it's my abs. And what happens is, again, it's coming down to that being prepared for the activities that we're trying to do. And a lot of people, you know, they'll spend 9 months of the year doing a poor plank and then expect that to translate into success on the hill.
Got to stop you there. We run out of time, guys. Always a pleasure.
Yeah,
Thanks
awesome.
so much for joining us. And he appreciates the business, but be careful out there, guys. We'll be back with more BT right after this.
Use those cues.